Henry has got a problem. Everyone he tries to make friends with dies. Horribly. And now Eileen may be dead? Well, we didn't see a handprint appear on that wall. But Robbie the Rabbit was pointing at us. We have this card. We have an axe. We have a golf club. Let me just see something. I did think, before we started, that I heard a knock at this door. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Clearly, the haunted room is affecting my senses. But like we've said, there's only one thing that Henry can ever really do, and that's go through this hole. But what's this? The hole is blocked. Well, what can Henry do? If the hole is blocked. I mean, that's the only thing he's ever been able to do. He's completely helpless now. Well, he could try to look all around his apartment. But would he find anything? Well, maybe if he looks in a place that he hasn't really had to look too often. Maybe there's something in the storage closet that can help him out. But there's something new here. There's like a mark on the wall. It's some kind of stain. Come to think of it, it also looks like an evil demon. I think that's a reach. That doesn't look like anything to me. It doesn't look like a demon. But we did get something that maybe is related to that. We got this succubus card, remember that? And then when we got it, it said, hey, it looks like there's a demon on this. So we'll just use that. Yeah, we use the succubus talisman. And then a thing happens. Look, don't ask why. It just did. What the hell? After he did the ritual of the Holy Assumption, other worlds began to force their way into his universe, and it began to swell horribly. But his universe is different than ours. It has limits. And in the limits of that universe, he rules as a king. And in the deepest part of his kingdom is his mother. All right. Deep down in the kingdom is Mom, apparently. We can look at these squares. Temptation is inscribed into the depression. Watchfulness. Source. And chaos. Well, you might remember those are the names of the 4 placards that we have picked up right before witnessing people dying. We haven't had a use for those placards as of yet. Let's take them now. And while we're here... I'm going to take my bug spray with me. You know, just why not? Is there anything else I want to take with me? That's probably fine. All right. We got 4 depressions and 4 plates. Temptation goes into the depression. Watchfulness goes into the depression. Source goes into the depression. And chaos goes into the depression. Ta-da! A second hole. Henry did not anticipate a second hole in his apartment, but it's here. fully formed. The hull? Where will it lead to this time? Eileen, I wonder if she's okay. Enter the hull. Yes. Well, that's the man in the coat. But it seemed like this time he was trying to attack us. Hold on, there are some bugs on the ground. Let us equip our new weapon, the bug spray. It's very effective against bugs. Would you actually want to fill up one of your inventory slots with the bug spray, considering how low you are in inventory space? I mean, probably not. But if you have to fight a lot of bugs, like, it's a good weapon for it. I just wanted to try it out. We're not going to be using it much. Alright, we just came out of here. Let's see if we can confront the man in the coat. No, he's not here, but she is. Alright. Say hello to the patient monster. Otherwise known as the burping nurse. Why is she called that? That's why she's called that. Now, you might ask the question, oh, the operating table, there's a bloodstained cover on top of something. I don't want to imagine what's under that cover. You might ask the question, why did they choose that sound effect? And I don't have an answer for you. It's a bloody operating table. That guy, what in God's name was he doing here? I have no answers for... This is a strange human-shaped object. I have no answers for you concerning the burping nurses. I'm just as confused as you are. Alright, let's look around at the doors. So where are we? Well, you might not be surprised to find out that the place we're in is called Hospital World, because what else would it be called? Okay, anything to find in here? Oh. All sorts of medical things. I wouldn't know what to do with any of them. It's a paper cutting knife. We'll take it. Originally made for cutting paper, hard to use as a weapon. Yeah, we have found another weapon. It's not very good. I mean, it's fast. You can charge it up. Stab. We'll use it for a little bit. You know, most of this game has no music, but I really like the music when it does play. Like, what soundtrack it has is a good soundtrack. It's just that most of the game, there's no music playing. A lot of photos pinned up on the board. Could these be Eileen's pictures? I mean, I did say Eileen Galvin on there. It's clear, so I'm pretty sure yes. It's a nurse's memo. I lost Eileen Galvin. Everyone's losing Eileen's keys. Joseph lost her apartment key. This nurse is losing her hospital room key. Poor Eileen. She was a patient brought in with severe injuries. I wonder if I left it at one of the other hospital rooms. I really hope not. Okay. Eileen's key, Eileen's door, will be locked. We have to find the key because someone lost it. Bunch of medical equipment and stuff. All right, we were in the reception. Try some other rooms. And we found a hole already. That didn't take long. But, I mean, we don't want to go back yet. What's a woman's handbag doing here? It must be Eileen's. Take Eileen's bag? Sure. What's it do? Eileen only weapon. Eileen's handbag. Looks like it would cause a little bit of damage. So you might be wondering now, what does that mean? Eileen only weapon? Oh, we'll find out in a bit. It's a baby's medical chart. Unusually, we can't read it. You know, you would expect you could, but no. It's just there. Portable medical kit? Certainly. Nothing in these lockers. What? Is he still looking at something? No, he's looking at the baby chart. But we can't read it. So let's see. There's still some rooms. Like there's an elevator over there, but let's look around the first floor before we do that. Hello. I did take some damage before. Give me a second. Well, that's new. What's this? Back in the beginning of the game, we had a dream of someone dying in the room, and the ghost came out of the wall. It's right about there. I mean, that was just a dream, though. We'll put the bug spray away. You know, the paper knife is not, it's not very good, but... Put the axe... I still have the putter I could use. And why don't we take a gun with us? Any notes? No notes so far under the door. Nothing out in the hallway. See, which door was that? It was this one, supply room. Oh, they don't burp when you shoot them. That's interesting. I'm surprised. What's this? It's an ampoule. The first time we've seen one in this game. Restores a fairly large amount of health. Continues to restore health for a time. So in Silent Hill games, traditionally, the best healing item is the ampoule. Makes sense we'd find one here in Hospital World. Nutrition drink, of course we'll take it. Light is broken and lying on top of the operating table. Bed with wheels. They must move patients with this. What will they think of next? I wonder if Eileen is in this room. Henry, we can see the room. We're in the room, Henry. No, Henry. Eileen is not in this room. One more door we can look at over here. And that's locked. All right. Why don't I equip the paper knife? We'll just use it once so we can see it in action. Here's an elevator. It's an elevator, but the door button is broken and not responding. Fortunately, the stairs work. Let's head up to the second floor. Let's use the elevator. The elevator must be on another floor. I need to call the button on the right to call it. Let's press the button. And inside? Hello. Oh, this range is so short. It's fast. Also, there's nothing in here. We don't actually have to come into the elevator. Just wanted to try out the paper knife. All right. Let's look at this hallway. Look how long this hallway is. Look how many doors there are. Do you know which room Eileen is in? It's random. Speedrunners hate this hallway. Hey, tentacles. Remember tentacles from the water prison? It's a man's dead body. Nothing in here. What the hell? I can see legs coming out from the bottom of the cloth. Take the Saint Medallion. Great. We found one of these. Let's equip it. There's a nice, soft afternoon light coming in from the window. Is time flowing differently here? Or is this some kind of light from heaven? It is a more pleasant-looking room than the others we've seen. More tentacles. I don't have to kill them, but I mean, what are we here for, right? What are we doing? Of course we're going to kill them. And the distance is so short with this. Let's waste some bullets. I can't get him with my putter. Apparently not. It's wet from rain? I guess. It's a bunch of X-ray pictures stuck up on the board. Are these Eileen's X-rays? He just says that whenever he sees any X-rays. But these X-rays, Eileen's? Dried up flowers. Nothing we can do about that. But there is this. No, not that. There's something behind it. A holy candle. Special candle with anti-spirit effects. Begins working shortly after being lit and placed down. This will be very useful as we continue for reasons that we will see. It's not anything that's come up yet, but it will. Revolver bullets. So they're bullets for Richard's revolver. Again, more powerful than our regular gun. So you want to use them judiciously. Nothing in here. There's some bugs down there. But nothing up here. You can see that the burping nurses are a real problem when they get swinging. They can do, like if there's a bunch of them around you and they start swinging, it's kind of hard to overcome them. Some kind of skin. It smells so bad. It must be fairly new. My God. Is it human skin? This one's locked. Eileen's door was locked, wasn't it? But where's the key? Nutrition drink's always good to find. Looks like I missed one. Down here. That terrible smell. What's behind this cloth? Guess we'll never know. Oh, it's broken. It's a sterile room. Actually, we are out of inventory slots. So, let's head back to the room. Oh. The elevator, we moved it, so we could walk underneath it now. But this is locked. All right, we'll put away the knife and the broken putter and revolver bullets. The candle, health drink, ampoule, and I do want to take my my axe. Once again, I don't suppose there's any news. No, just a lot of static. Nothing under the door either. No one out in the hallway. It's very lonely. And of course, Eileen is not going to be in her room either. So no one to see through the peephole. All right, Henry's quest to examine all of the rooms in the hospital continues. Now we can see why that nurse who wrote the note, who said that she lost Eileen's key, we can see why she said that she hopes she did not lose it in one of the other rooms. Because look how many rooms there are in that hallway. You're gonna have to search all these rooms for that key? It's gonna take you a while. Not to mention the killer wheelchairs. Yeah, we'll take pistol bullets, sure. It's some kind of skin. It smells horrible. There's something stuck in it. Around the middle of the skin, there's still some meat attached on the inside. Henry with his analysis of the skin that he found in here. His clinical analysis. This long thing. What the hell is it? Some kind of umbilical cord? Yep. This is the umbilical cord room. All cord all the time. I can see someone on the other side of the wire net, but they're not moving. Is it a dead body? Can't really tell what's on the other side of that. The glass is broken. There's a horrible smell coming from inside the broken glass. Yeah, everything stinks in this hospital. Bet those wheelchairs stink as well. Everything stinks. This room stinks. Like these things here? Oh man, that stinks like hell. What the hell is it? I don't know. I'm looking at them. I can't tell. Arms, maybe? Henry finds Eileen. Looking over Eileen, he says, "Oh, this smells so bad." We'll take a nutrition drink. It doesn't smell bad. It's a sterile room. Which one is the sterile room? I mean, both rooms look the same. Yeah, only 2 more to go. Oh, this floor is so sticky. Look how slow I'm moving on it. We will take bullets. Nothing to observe on that bed. Gotta clean this floor. 1 more room. It's a key. Take the hospital room key? Yes. Key found in the hospital. It's probably the key to Eileen's hospital room. So I should mention that Eileen's room is random, but this room is also random. So there are 2 random rooms that you have to find, and who knows where they'll be. You might find, maybe they're the first 2 that you find, or maybe they're the last. In this case, the key room was the absolute last room that I checked. Can't use that here. I use the hospital room key. There we go. Oops, pardon. And at the end of the hallway, doesn't look like I can go any further. Looks like there's just like a broken bed back there being held up by cords, maybe umbilical cords. Oh, sorry. Sir, please. Sirs? Let's see. Oh, there was one actually, there was one I completely missed. Well, we got to do all of them, don't we? What was in this one? I need to fix that. Oh, so clumsy. Clumsy me. Okay, Eileen's room is here. I just want you to observe Henry's incredible bedside manner.
Eileen! Eileen, relax!
Henry? From next door? What are you doing here?
I don't know where to start. There was this strange hole in my room. I saw people getting killed. All these weird other worlds. And I saw you get attacked too.
What are you talking about? I'm supposed to believe that?
But it's true. And there was a kid with you.
I remember now. I was getting ready to go to my friend's party. The boy protected me from the man with the coat. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I guess there's something wrong with me. I just feel so scared. This place. Where is it anyway?
I don't know either. But I do know that if you get killed here, then you die in the real world too. Anyway, the only way out of here is through that hole.
Okay. Okay, take me with you.
Doo-doo. We added Eileen to our inventory. And so we're going to go back to the hole and go back to the apartment. That's the plan. First, okay, I have the purse. Remember, the purse is the Eileen-only weapon. So we can equip it. Now she's holding it. Now, if an enemy appears, she will attack. If you don't want her to attack, you would unequip her. But whether or not you want her to attack is, you know, going to be based on the situation. As for right now... Eileen, defensive position. Eileen, help! Eileen, she keeps swinging.
Scared.
I know you're scared, Eileen. And these nurses are giving it to me. Eileen, duck. I'm sorry if I'm hitting you.
I'm scared.
I know. Good work. Now, if you're wondering if Eileen can take damage, the answer is yes. It's a different kind of damage than Henry takes. So, I mean, we'll see as the game continues. We don't use health items to heal her, if necessary. Also, if Eileen is too far behind us, when we go through a door, she will not follow us.
Nightmare. It can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, Eileen. We're entering the second part of Silent Hill 4, The Room. None of us wanted this to happen, but it's happening. No, don't look at her. Don't look at the dead one. There we go. Let's go on into the hole. Well, Eileen isn't here. What could have happened? That's one thing to notice. The other thing to notice is our health bar in the upper left. It's not regenerating. Some people say that Silent Hill 4 is a mean game, and this is a big reason why. Once you get to this point in the game, the room stops healing you. Hopefully you didn't use the health items you picked up in the first half of the game. Hopefully you didn't, because it's time to use them. We heard a sound out here. The air in this room feels heavy. Our ceiling fan fell down. The ceiling fan has fallen down. The room, it's so oppressive. Anything on the news? No. No, there's not. I'm pretty sure there never will be at this point. But we don't hear anything, which is good. If we heard some static, it would mean something. Anything we want to put away? Well, there is something under that door. We should take a look at it. It's a red envelope, a little different from what we usually get. There's a letter and a small key inside. You've seen that world as well. That horrible nightmare. But if you get sucked into it, it's not just a nightmare. Don't get lost in there. If you get pulled in, you'll be killed. But there's still hope. Maybe this small key will guide you. If you've seen the door with the placard set in it, look on the other side of the door. Then keep going down to the deepest part of him and look for the ultimate truth. July 20, Joseph. Joseph could be a little clearer about what he wants us to do. Small but ordinary key found in the red envelope. No one out there. Oh, there are more pages over there. Walter Sullivan did kill himself. He died in his prison cell of blood loss after he stabbed himself in the neck with his spoon. His body was buried in a cemetery just outside his hometown of Silent Hill in an unmarked grave. After that, his name became famous all over the world, and it looked like his string of mass murders was finished at 10 out of 21. But 3 years later, they found a corpse that had 12 out of 21 carved into it. The corpse was from 6 months earlier. In other words, the person was killed 2.5 years after Sullivan committed suicide. The MO was exactly the same as Sullivan's, except for one thing. All 10 of Sullivan's victims were found with their hearts cut out and their chest wounds sewn together expertly with thread. On the other hand, the 12 out of 21 victims still had their heart. Naturally, the police think it's a copycat and are proceeding on that basis. But they haven't made any progress and recently discovered victim number 13. The corpse also had their heart intact. The police still haven't even identified a suspect. I've got a working hypothesis. Very few people knew the details of the original crimes and would be able to copy Sullivan's MO so precisely. First, I'll head to Silent Hill, to the graveyard near that beautiful little lake. Maybe I'll find the answer there. June 11. Another page? How long has it been since I left this room? I can't tell if it's been days or hours. But during that time, they found the body of 14 out of 21. I've been having hallucinations lately. I think I'm losing my mind. No date written. The weather that day was very strange. Even though I avoided the earlier storm, there still was a thick fog clinging to everything. Fortunately, that allowed me to avoid being seen and get right to work. The police are still stubbornly acting as if it's just a copycat case, so I figured things probably hadn't been touched here, but I was wrong. I should have come sooner. The cemetery was in such bad condition that it was almost sad. The storm must have raised the sea level. Anyway, that's how it was when I found Walter Sullivan's grave. The diary is pretty damaged around this point, and I can't read anymore. I'm still in shock. There was no body in the grave, and on top of that, written on the coffins were the numbers 11 out of 21, June 14. Well, okay, we have seen that grave. When we were in the forest level, we did see the open grave that said what we thought was 11121 on it, but it was actually 11/21. So that was Walter's grave, except we've met Walter Sullivan and he's a child. So how does that work? In addition, where did Eileen go? Probably the more immediate question. Let's see. Gulp, 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 and gulp, gulp, gulp. Only one thing to do. And let's go back in the hole. Where will we come out?
Henry. Oh.
Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah? And I didn't see any hole either. You just disappeared all of a sudden. I can't stay here by myself. I'll be cursed. I know it. What am I gonna do?
I might know a way to save you. Do you know about someone named Joseph?
Yeah. He was the guy who lived in your apartment before you. I think he was a journalist or something. He disappeared about 6 months before you moved in. But toward the end, he started acting really weird.
Yeah. He was doing an investigation about a religious cult and a man named Walter Sullivan. I got this letter from him. He told me to go down into the deepest part of him, and to look for the ultimate truth. Let's do that. There must be something down there.
Okay. I'll do it. You're the only chance I've got. I'll stick with you.
So they keep wording it like that, but we now have our objective for the second half of the game. We have to get as deep as we can inside Walter Sullivan. That's right. We're going to be hitting the back walls of Walter. How do we do that? We're just going to do it. Look, I'm not saying that. That's the way the game is describing what we have to do. And they're not going to make it any clearer. We have to get deep inside Walter and find out the truth. So, okay. There's one room that we haven't been able to go into. This one. But the key that we found under our door opens this up. And, now it's everyone's favorite room. Alright, we're just gonna wait up here. So we get plenty of this. So if you're wondering what that was, when you knock an enemy down on the stairs, they slide down the stairs one at a time, and they make their damage sound every time they do that. And since the damage sound for these patients is that burp, that results in the burping stairway. No, I don't know. I don't know why. Ever downward. Oh, so this is a door with the halo of the sun on it. We've seen some doors like this, but they've always been locked. But now they're open. And we get to a strange spiral staircase. Finally, some fog. We have not been seeing much fog in this Silent Hill game. Well, we can continue going down deeper into Walter, or we could take a little detour to this hole. And when we go here, we can see further down, and we cannot see the bottom. We're inside Walter, and we are trying to hit the bottom of Walter. Look, that's how the game describes it. We can't even see the bottom from here. I'm gonna go in here. Wait for me, Eileen. Feeling fine. Everything seems fine in here. No reason to feel suspicious. Let's save our game. All right. We're going to save our game as we have returned from below Hospital World. All right. So, in this session of Silent Hill 4 The Room, we discovered that Eileen is not actually dead. Even though she has the numbers on her, she is not dead. She has survived. But she's not supposed to be alive. Walter... I mean, as far as we know, Walter Sullivan is killing off 21 people, and she has that number on her, so she's supposed to be dead. Walter may want to correct that. But we have our goal for the second half of the game, in which we have to get to the bottom of Walter and find out the truth. Whatever that means. We'll find out as we continue going on. But, the pattern that we've been seeing so far in the game of going to somewhere new, meeting someone, and then that person dies, clearly that pattern has been broken because Eileen is not dead, and now the game has changed. Eileen is now walking with Henry, as the two of them are attempting to find a way out of this situation. So, first half of the game is over, the second half has begun, and we will see the details of the second half and how the game changes as we continue on in Silent Hill 4, The Room. We're about to get to the point where people kind of get fed up with the game, and well, we will see why. You've already seen part of it in that the room stops healing you, but more stuff happens, and we'll see. We will see. We will continue on next time.